So enigmatic and charismatic, gotta live static, gotta get at it, never pragmatic, cause we live tragic. I can't live average, to be alive's magic. Turn it up in the back cause I'm grabbing everything I want, get in my way and I'm stabbing. I'll be moving crowds till I'm 6 feet napping. They need another fix, hooked on like an addict. I got my eyes on the prize and it's changing lives. I wanna live till I die, make a difference right. I wanna give those in need a reason to fight. I wanna live every day like it's my last night. I wanna change how we play the game, rearrange all the pieces till they say my name, push an agenda against doing what they say. I wanna stand up and start a revolution. I wanna 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 start a revolution. Daisies. I'm on top now, I'll be kissing babies. Call me out, president, boss, cool, hate me. I'ma trust my gut, you don't faze me. I'ma give my blood, don't save me. Damn it, step or enough, still chasing every single dream that I've had since I was 18. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution.
Breaking news out of Placer County. 16-year-old Kiely Rodni.
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 Kylie Rodney.
Kiely Rodni is
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
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 Kylie 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 Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Y'all act like you missed me. I miss y'all so much. I'm sorry I have not been here or been present all that much other than on my other channel. Every once in a while, I might play a video game for a half hour to an hour, or I show you that I'm gardening. That is pretty much what I've been doing. But this entire time, like, I can't stop thinking about everything that is around Kiely's case. Best thing I can do is keep putting FOIA requests in. Phone calls don't seem to help me at all. But with that said, like, there's people that keep content going out there, and if I can help answer a question, I try my hardest to. Right now, I am hyper focused on the fire cams. I have downloaded both the Alder and the Donner cams. It's been over 167, 163 gigabytes per folder. I almost have almost a half a terabyte. So whatever a half a terabyte of is of information that I mean, it's a slow process to convert them all to video. Sometimes it locks my computer up. However, the last video that I'm going to play from another channel, I know that we can go back to the fire cams and at least answer that one question. But before we do that, I would like to just go through a couple videos that I saw recently that I think can speak for themselves. Okay. The TikToker is not important, but her TikTok shows the teen culture. Kiely wasn't friends with these party people.
We're from Tahoe. Of course, if you ask me to hang out, we're going to sit in a parking lot. We're from Tahoe. Of course.
Okay, this will just give you the vibe of Tahoe teens.
We're from Tahoe. Of course, if you ask me to hang out, we're going to sit in a parking lot. We're from Tahoe. Of course, we're going to complain about how people drive. We're from Tahoe. Of course, everyone uses snow day calculator when it's raining. We're from Tahoe. Of course, everybody has a North Face vest in their closet. We're from Tahoe. Of course I can't keep up with who's friends and who's not. We're from Tahoe. Of course when one person throws a party, the whole town shows up.
Oh, so let's say what? Of course, when they throw a party, the whole town shows up. Hold up. Say that again.
Throws a party, the whole town shows up.
Yeah, I thought that's
Of course when one person throws... We're from Tahoe. Of course when one person throws a party, the whole town shows up.
Oh,
We're from
okay. Just keep that in mind.
Tahoe. Of course our options are limited. We're from Tahoe. Of course we spend hundreds of dollars a week driving to Reno. We're from Tahoe. Of course I know who that is. We live in Tahoe. Of course the closest Target is 45 minutes away. We live in Tahoe. Of course we can't date any of the guys. We already dated them in 6th grade. Of course we live in Tahoe. My brother probably painted your house. We live in Tahoe.
That's crazy. And then like the more yuppie rich ones are the ones that are harder to get, and it sounds like that's the ones they kind of fight over. That's my opinion. I'm gonna stick to it. Yeah, that it's kind of how it is in like Hempfield. It's the same way, Keeks.
Oh, of course we recognize everyone's cars. Hey, isn't that Billy?
Snotty
We live in
Tahoe
Tahoe.
bitches.
Of course construction lasts longer than everyone's relationships. We live in Tahoe. Of course all there is to do is post sticks.
Look, after seeing the way that some of these adults talk and then hearing the kids, it's no wonder why their kids are raised. I mean, what you see is what you get, because that's, I mean, the parents raising these kids that teach them, shh, you didn't see anything. I mean, it's their culture.
She was having a fun time at a party, just being a teenager. Everything.
And then when you take that culture and you mix it with somebody that has a private investigator and an attorney as parents, it's a recipe for disaster. And that's this one here, man. I was listening to her community meetings today while I was planting some cabbage and lettuces and stuff. Well, I'm I'm transplanting because I don't like these small cell containers. I don't know how anybody plants shit in that small ass compartments. I don't know. I just feel like my plants could get so much bigger. But this chick right here, the investigator, the tip collector, the filter, the teen team. I got problems with a lot of things she said.
She was having a fun time at a party, just being a teenager. Everything she drank, I drank out of.
Sammy, see, I have a really big problem with this here, okay? Because none of that trash was red Solo cups, like the picture of your brother's party that you inserted into the narrative, okay? Y'all were drinking Trulies out of whoever's car. There was even Trulies found, which is kind of odd, in Kiely's car. But yeah, Truly cans, White Claws, bottles of hard alcohol. I don't think you always. I think that's an excuse of explaining away why your fingerprints might be on something that she also touched. I don't know, a Truly can or a steering wheel. I don't know. I'm not sure.
And there was nothing that seemed off about her.
Okay. Why is Sammy pointing out she and Kiely were drinking from the same cup? It's always been an odd odd thing. Okay, could have been spiked. That's what I mean. Why is she over explaining all of this? So much over explaining, like she had to give 3 narratives. That way, if they caught her in a lie on one, she had these other narratives to back her up. That's just my opinion on that as well. Okay. Did somebody suspect that, or why offer that information? Yeah, that's what's crazy is like, yeah, it's just it's the narratives that Sammy said. That's almost like she's just telling a whole bunch of alibi lies, you know? I don't know.
She was having a fun time at a party, just being.
I don't know. I don't think she was having a fun time because I remember Andrew Musalam taking statements from kids that said Kiely made sure to let people know she wanted to go home. So that's crazy. That's crazy that you're saying that, Sammy, not Kylie's friend. If anybody wants to hop up on panel tonight, you are more than welcome to, as always. Copy my link. I'll throw it down in chat for anybody who wants to come up chit chat.
Being a teenager, everything she drank, I drank out of.
Liar.
And there was nothing that seemed off about her.
I don't know. It just, her saying that, y'all, just, it sounds like she knows something got put in a drink or something. I don't know. Just, it's really odd. It's really, really odd that she just says that, you know?
I drank out of. And there was nothing that seemed off about her.
See, and that's what's crazy too, is Sammy also claims, yes, that the party is scary. Okay, so scary, so scary, so boring, scary that she had to leave at 12:25, which I think is just also a part of her alibi lie. I don't know. It's just the whole Elsa, all these people claiming she was stumbling drunk, but her autopsy says otherwise. If she was stumbling drunk, how was she? Yeah, like this girl goes so back and forth on her shit. Like, I don't understand how no law enforcement don't see that, like, the story, none of your stories match, ma'am. Not one of them. I don't know how arrests haven't been made. It's crazy. Yeah, what really happened to Kiely Rodni? Okay, then Mr. Mark, listen. I'm glad I replay crude on this one too.
For you.
Because I tell you what, CB, I don't know what he's reading, but holy shit. All right, so I'm going to play some of Mr. Mark's live. And I think it's a part. Where's he read that letter at? I forget where he reads the letter. Hold on. Let me find some spots.
Oh, those, it's on the desktop. It's on the desktop. Hopefully he realizes his sister is watching out for him and always with him.
I think this is when he reads it. It's like right about here, maybe. Yeah, right here. I think this is it. I guess I could put my ass up here too as well.
Okay, this is from our friend who sent it to me just
This
now.
is important. It's just the words in this. The words in this have always bothered me.
Kiely update. August 7th.
3:35
Can
p.m.
everyone come out and support tonight our teens and our community through this time tonight? Please show up even now if you weren't involved.
Right there. Yeah. See, and this is why I have a like all of these people keep saying words like involved and like none of it sounds like an accident. Like if you play their own words back, they even know it wasn't an accident. Involved in a what? See, I have problems with this. Okay, Mark, keep reading.
Time tonight. Please show up even now if you weren't involved.
See, I have this screenshot, but it's all highlighted to hell and back, and I'm really glad that somebody has the authentic. Mm.
Please show up even now, even if you weren't involved.
Yikes.
Involved in what?
Me too, Mark.
This is critical, and we are going to need everyone here tonight. Please don't be scared.
Y'all, hearing somebody else read it just really, I need it. I'm really glad that there are more people talking about Kiely, rereading things that we've all gone over a million times. Because every once in a while there's something that I haven't heard somebody else read that somebody does read. And when you hear it coming from somebody else, it makes you take serious pause. Like, even reading it myself, I took pause. But hearing somebody else read the line, please show up even now if you weren't involved. This is critical. And we are going to need everyone here tonight. Please don't be scared of what? Your involvement? Like, what did all these kids see? Like, what happened to Kiely?
Need everyone here tonight. Please don't be scared.
Yikes.
Why would they be scared? You're absolutely right, CB. It's understandable to fear your parents and what they will think. It's okay to feel scared and protect yourself. Protect yourself from what? You aren't kidding, CB. But please
Right?
don't risk her life tonight.
Dude, that sounds like a veiled threat. But please don't risk her life tonight. So it sounds like, to me, she's still alive. Don't it sound like it to y'all? What kind of sick, twisted fucking game is this? Billy, get up here and talk to me. Get up here. Seriously. Somebody come talk to me. Please show up, even now, if you weren't involved. This is critical, and we are going to need everyone here tonight. That's crazy. Please don't be scared. It's understandable to fear your parents and what they will think. So see, please don't be scared of what? Me? The last person that knows what was going on? Is that why? Yeah, play it back, Silence. Yeah, here, I'll play it back. Yeah, listen, this is good shit. Let's let Mark read this part. Yeah, let's play this back.
Can everyone come out and support tonight our teens and our community through this time tonight?
What about Kiely? This is August 7th, 2022 at 3:35 p.m. Okay. Come out and support our teens in the community through this time? Time of what? What are you doing?
Please show up even now if you weren't involved. Please show up even now, even if you weren't involved. Involved in what?
Mark, I love him.
This is critical, and we are going to need everyone here tonight.
Why? So you can get your story
Please
straight.
don't be scared.
That's
Why
what
would
it feels
they
like.
be scared? You're absolutely right, CB. It's understandable to fear your parents.
No, I think it's a kind of like an undertoned threat to the kids to not be scared of what they saw. You know? Don't be scared to come talk to me so that, you know, what you saw, you can pretend like you didn't. I don't know. It just, please show up even now if you weren't involved. Involved in what, man? What? Taking names to jail? Y'all.
It's understandable to fear your parents and what they will think. It's okay to feel scared and protect yourself.
Is that right, Sammy? Is that right? Is that what you're doing? Protecting yourself, Sammy?
Protect yourself from what? You aren't kidding, CB. But please don't risk her life tonight.
That sounds like a threat. But please don't risk her life tonight.
What the hell? I've never gone over
Dude, this is so terrible.
this. Because I would remember. This isn't a joke. And she could be dead.
See the problem here? Do you see the problem? And this is why I think, and to keep kids hushed, they took the shh and that sleepy picture, but that shh picture, I think, happened after this post was made. It's just, please don't risk her life tonight. This isn't a joke, and she could be dead. What you do could determine if she lives. Y'all, I'm gonna let Mark read this.
Risk her life tonight.
Let me rewind it.
And protect yourself. Protect yourself from what? You aren't kidding, CB. But please don't risk her life tonight. What the hell?
He said, what the hell? For real. Billy, what are you doing, baby?
Hey, what's up, girl?
How you
All
doing?
right. I'm doing
Yep.
great. How you doing? I missed you.
Isn't this crazy town? To hear it,
Completely.
like me not reading it, but somebody else reading it to you, and it like hits different, don't it? Like when you
It does. It
when
seems even more
you
crazy.
listen to so much stuff, and then you go back to the beginning and have something read to you, like it just hit different, you know? And this one really does hit different.
It's completely insane. Like having it read out like that, like reading it myself is one thing, but like having it read out, hearing it from another perspective, it's still crazy. It completely doesn't make any sense. The whole case makes no sense. Everyone's lying.
It sounds like somebody killed her and put all this shit out there and was like, if you tell, you're involved too, type of shit is what it feels like.
It does feel like a veiled threat.
I mean, they went as far as getting blackmail on AWP, splitting them up. Look at the shit they've done on YouTube. Look at the people they've gone after, the content creators they've gone after. Like, look at it for all that it is, and then go back to the beginning and read this shit, and it makes you nauseous.
It's very intense.
That's why I can't stop thinking about the whole Murdaugh case, him himself, his son, like what they all got away with because of the whole attorney stuff, you know? And then you think about attorney PI, and you think about how much she ran the show to kind of look like the hero zero, you know?
Oh, for real.
Like collecting all those tips. Blech. That was a bad, and I think that's why maybe law enforcement ain't do anything other than wrap it up, because they don't want to get in trouble either.
Oh, for sure. I think,
but I can tell you right now, you can tell Reber does not stand by his autopsy. I'd signed it in blue ink too, you know?
Yeah, that's not a mistake. I mean, come on,
honey. No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's purposeful.
For a medical examiner, pathologist, to have a career for that long, you think he's going to sign off on that shit with black ink?
No, you can't do anything in black ink. It negates all of it.
Well, it's crazy how like Reber and Frickberg and like all these people are going into like this fake retirement, or they're transferring to other places, and then they're like coming back. I don't know, it's a lot of illegal looking ass shit going on, allegedly,
they have
in my
to
opinion.
Be, quote unquote retired or gone before they can come back into the same job, like a year or something.
Yeah, and then it makes you wonder why so many people in the real estate around there, you know? I don't know, it seems like a deep tangled web they weave, you know?
Yeah, there's no housing. There's no housing for like regular people over there.
Oh, there's all the housing, you just can't afford it.
Exactly, yeah.
Unless they like you, you know, or unless you're in that money, you know?
Yeah, except for like people like us or anything.
And then you got poor Kiely, you know what I mean?
I'm just regular.
That was trying to make it in the Truckee business, you know, Truckee Way.
Mhm.
And I can't sit knowing that Kiely didn't drown and there was no real truth that came from her case. To what? Save the
Mhm.
future of kids that are potentially responsible for her death? Are you kidding me? I just can't. I'm sorry, I can't. You're
You saw
talking
that
a 16-year-old child lost her life. My
you
puppy.
saw that recent this thing under the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
That show? Well, that was based on something like 20 years ago. Are we gonna have to wait 20 years
Yeah,
to get
no.
justice for Kyla the way Rena Vert got justice in Canada?
It's sad, ain't it?
It's very sad.
Mhm.
I was watching that
And
show
then
under
that's
the
like, I
bridge.
watch a lot of these cases like take 30 and 40 years, like in this same area, Tahoe region, you know, to actually get closure and truth in their kids. It's sad. It's sad. And I just don't want to see Kiely being a cold case. You know, I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't want that either.
I really don't. Somebody is responsible for her death.
Well, there was a group of teenagers in that other case too in BC, in British Columbia,
Mhm.
Victoria.
Mhm.
Rena Verk. It seems like
Yeah.
it was racially motivated, and like I think this was like classist, like a class motivation. You know, she was the poor
Hey.
girl. You know.
Yeah. I mean, look at Kiely, even her, you
Mhm.
know, they call her
Yeah.
the Neiman girl.
Yeah, exactly. That Neiman girl, like
Yep.
what a thing to
Yep.
say. She has a
Yep.
name, Kylie.
I know. I
So it's
know.
very
I know.
strange.
It is.
Maybe
It
they're trying
is.
to get that land too. That land that their lodge is on is pretty nice land.
I mean, they wanted them water rights.
That's true. Land and the water rights.
Yep.
This would cause them
Land,
to have
mineral,
to
water.
sell.
That's, I mean,
And if they wanted to sell it themselves, the family the real estate people around there aren't going to let them do that, right? They're not going to get
well,
their
and that's the
deal.
thing is, I think because
Mhm.
that's owed to the water.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? Like that,
Yeah.
there's no way that they could have bounced back from that type of.
Mhm.
You know, the best thing they could do is move away, which the majority of them did. You know, move away and try to start a different private life. You know, while trying to pay
Yeah.
back your
The
debts
people,
to
yeah.
the Truckee Way.
The people in Nevada trying to control the Truckee River because it flows into Nevada. So they're all
I know. I was watching all types of
right.
water rights battles, how they like dispute it, go
The water
ahead of
war.
like the committee and shit. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Mhm. That committee is
Crazy.
insane.
It's crazy. I know. That's how I found that
These
freaking.
bitches don't have a life. Like, let's get on this committee and act like the PTA.
It's weird how they have to document everything on public recording like that, ain't it? It's because of the way their laws are. I think that they have to publicly
Oh, I don't know.
make videos. I don't know. It's weird. It's odd.
I
But
thought it was for
I'm
convenience. Like
I don't.
transparency.
It's maybe that's their, but they're not transparent. They're transparent about that type of shit. You know,
Yeah, but they don't tell us the real stuff. It's like this
just
is our
not about their
show.
missing deceased kids. You know,
Yeah.
that's no.
Look over here. Look over
You can't tell.
here.
Yeah, yeah,
Not over here. Move
yep,
along.
yep. All right, I'm gonna rewind this a tiny bit.
Okay. I love that Mark was doing this. Mark sounds great. Good job, Mark.
I love what Mark is doing on his channel. He hops on, he says his piece, does a little updating, but mainly focuses on Kylie. right back off and does his thing. And then when he's got something that he
Excuse me.
wants to discuss or bring up or that he's done, like he discusses it. Absolutely love his channel. You guys aren't
He's been good.
Mark here. I'll drop his link. Actually, here, let me get his
I
regular.
love the way he says like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "What the hell, indeed, Mark?
Yeah.
What the hell?" That's right, Mark.
Yes, please go subscribe to Mr. Mark. All right, I'm gonna hit play.
We love Mr. Mark.
But please don't risk.
This part.
You aren't kidding, CB. But please don't risk her life tonight.
Who is he? Who? But please don't risk her life tonight. Who is that supposed
What
to be
the
to?
hell?
Like what?
This is a
I've never gone
this
over
is
it.
what's crazy to me is this is a Kylie update, okay? And none of the
Still
update
updated.
is about Kylie. It's all
Nope.
about don't be scared to come to me. This is critical. Like it's so
Don't be
important to come and
scared.
you talk to me. Because if you don't, you could possibly be risking her life tonight. This isn't a joke. She could be dead. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
weird.
It's very
The
off-putting. It
update that
doesn't
you're
promote.
giving for Kylie is you're trying to
Yeah.
scare these kids into not saying what they saw that night, because that's
That's
what
what
it
it feels
seems like.
like.
Yeah. Yeah, let
Shan,
me
that doesn't
rewind this.
seem right because, like, the way
Yes.
they're saying it, yeah, it's not conducive to,
And
like,
honey,
have someone
this
talk to you.
24 hours
Mm,
later, like the 7th,
that's
August
terrifying.
7th. Terrifying, right?
This is pretty terrifying. Like,
And they're trying to blame it all on YouTubers, and it's like, it's your
YouTubers.
own community scaring your own kids into silence,
Mm-mm.
finding honor in silence,
How
you
is it
know?
YouTube?
And then going back to the beginning and listening to it, just
And this isn't a
Her
joke,
life
and she
tonight.
could be dead. So
yeah.
she's alive.
Yourself for what? You aren't kidding, CB.
Okay, here we
But
go.
please don't risk her life tonight.
Well, if they're
What
risking
the
her
hell?
life, are you risking her life?
He's
Because
never
I've
risking
never
my
gone
health.
over this.
you're updating instead of, like,
'Cause I
getting
would
her out of
remember.
the.
This isn't a joke.
Oh,
And she could be dead. Wow.
what
What
you
you do could determine if she lives.
Whoa.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, holy fuck.
Right.
That's
And
quite.
this
It's
is
like,
his react to it. And this is like, yeah,
oh,
what you do could determine if she lives. Yes. What the fuck?
that doesn't make it. What? This is
Yes.
terrifying. We've
And
been
then
through enough this
don't
year.
don't
Oh my
find Kylie feel like a game now, like a sick game to keep people in.
Yeah, it feels like a game.
Do
It feels like a
something
hunting
scary
game.
enough, you
Lord of the
know.
Flies hunting games. What it feels
Yeah,
like.
do something scary enough. Nobody wants to go up against you or your family. I mean, what it
Teenagers,
feels like.
yeah. They have no cognitive impulse control until 25 or so. People, teens.
All right, so I'm just going to read this as
Mm.
sentence per sentence. Please
Yeah, go
show
ahead.
up even now if you weren't involved. This is critical, and we are going to need everyone here tonight. Please don't be scared. It's understandable to fear your parents and what they will think. It's okay to feel scared and protect yourself. But please don't risk her life tonight. This isn't a joke, and she could be dead. What you do could determine if she lives. This is a Find Kylie update.
This is not an update. This is terrifying.
This is
like,
yes. This is why your kids are scared. It's not because of YouTubers. It's because
this would
I don't
make
know.
me not talk. This
The
would
girl
make
that
me
last
not
knew
talk.
what was going on that's taking names to jail is also putting this type of shit out there, and that sounds scary. That sounds scary as fuck.
Well,
I didn't see none.
I think
That's
Sam
what
is
I
a
would
very
say.
disturbed young woman. But
This is
my
disturbing.
opinion. She's disturbing. She's disturbed and disturbing. It's like, God.
We've been through enough this year. What have you been through this year? Let's not let anything go any.
Yeah, what have you been through this year?
Yeah.
Your friend broke his leg. Did you get pulled over and get a DUI? I don't know. What have you been through this? What you get in a lot of trouble this year? What's going on? We've been through
is there
enough
others?
this year.
Like, what other cover-ups have we performed this year?
We've been through enough this year. What?
Who's we?
Because, well, do you remember when they did the year in review? Like, it didn't seem like, I mean, and then they had Kiely Rodni. They had Ski for Scotty because he died in wasn't it a collision? Two skiers collided or something like that.
Collided? Oh my God.
And that Ski for Scotty, I think, isn't that what happened? I don't know if CB's in chat or not, but
it's not Kylie.
I don't know if it was an avalanche or if I want to say he hit a tree or he hit somebody or something, and
come on, you're
he lost
skiing
his
really
life.
fast. You're gonna hit a tree.
But it's crazy to me how they had all these memorial things for like Ski for Scotty, but they didn't do this for Kylie. And then we'll just say CB's family friends lost their son in a very tragic vehicle accident. And the way that they're honoring him and memorializing them, it's like the accidents, the actual accidents, you can tell that they're accidents because people aren't afraid to say their name. They're not afraid to memorialize them. They're not afraid to hold vigils for them. And then you look at the case like Kylie, and you see nobody talk about it. If you talk about it, we're going to attack you. We're going to find the deepest, darkest dirt on you. And if we can't find it, we'll send fucking army for Judas to make it up about you.
Yeah. Wow. What
you
a
know?
focus.
Or Megan or somebody, you know?
That's right. They're all plants. It's really strange. So
Well,
what are they saying that she
Megan
could be
kind of
dead? So
doesn't have a choice but to, because her daughter's best friends with the Looney Tune.
Well, all that tells me is that Mrs. D's involved too.
Well, and that's the thing is like, I got a lot to say
Daughter
about
D.
Megan still, you know?
Girl, I don't even know.
Like
I
I
haven't
just
been on
do.
Discord. I don't even
I've never in my
know.
life, seen a woman do what she's done on these YouTube streets, okay? Because her and her kids weren't at this party. Never in my life seen anybody go that fucking balls deep crazy over an accident of a girl that they don't know, that nobody was at this party, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. She was ready to jump off a fucking bridge, jumped in Lake Tahoe, try to Michael Myers herself, like all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
Made all this crazy shit up, but
quote unquote say goodbye.
All because she inserted herself around the Kiely Rodni case. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen, you know? These people act weird as fuck. All these people. We've been through enough this year.
Where's Kiely?
Dude, let's not let anything go further. You see what I'm saying? Like, this don't sound like an accident.
What?
Hold up. I'm gonna let him read some more. Hold on.
There he is. Let's do Mark again. I like when Mark says, what the fuck?
And she could be dead. Wow. What you do could determine if she lives. Holy fuck.
He's so right.
You've been through enough this year. What have you been through this year?
Mm-hmm.
Let's not let anything go further.
Right, that sentence right there.
Let's not let anything go any further.
So
let's not let anything go further. See, like, y'all, like this write-up right here. What go further? If she was so fucked up, she was falling into holes and fell right into Prosser Lake, then why'd you write all this?
Exactly.
It's not because, look, I think she was trying to make up an abduction narrative, or she knows who took her because she asked them to. I don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know is Sammy Smith knows all the answers. She was too eager to run the show. Way too fucking eager for somebody that only knew somebody in the last year to the coming months recently. You feel me?
She was gung-ho too, right? She was
she was
into it, living it,
she became deputy duty, fucking sheriff, coroner, news media PIO, you know?
Giving, I am the one to bring salvation
fucking detective.
to the
Look,
woods.
she could have been a diver for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Sammy did way too much for
Lord of the Flies.
But yes, she didn't even go search for her. Did not once did she. She was just so busy. She was up for 3 days on what? Molly? What?
T-shirts. It took me 5,000 years.
Well, what's crazy, okay, is she is Kylie's best friend. Isn't that what she kept saying? We're like peas in a pod. We were like a little pair. Isn't that what you said,
like
Sammy?
A little pair.
What's crazy to me, okay, is not once in those 2 weeks could that girl be bothered to go look anywhere for her. Not Reno, I think she already knew something was wrong with her. I think she was the one that was playing all these Find Kylie games. Is it possible she's the one that took the picture? I mean, she looked like she's in it.
Yeah, it's quite possible. Even closer to likely. Highly likely that she.
But what's crazy to me is this girl could go to party after party to scavenger hunt, cracking cores open on her little fucking TikTok videos, Snapchat stories and shit. But there's no effort for this alleged friend of hers, you know? Party, 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 party. Even while Kylie's gone, she didn't bother go looking for her.
Perhaps that's their job, that they host parties.
Billy, that is what's so crazy to me. And look, Wendy just said it. Sammy was the biggest, most inconsistent liar. Like, this girl lied so much. I don't know how no detective picked up on the fact that when somebody has a trait of their stories not lining up or the story always changing, that normally means that person, you know, is suspect. That's why they have prime suspects.
That's right. But
Hey,
not
look, they
this
ruled
time.
Jagger out, but they didn't rule her out. Did anybody ever see media or law enforcement or anybody clear Sammy? Because
Nope.
the only person I heard clear Sammy was Megan, and fuck that lady because she lied too much.
Oh, we know she's lying. I don't even care what that woman says. Everything she said is not right. Everything everyone's told me so far about this case, I'm just thinking the opposite. So what are they trying to hide? They said this didn't happen. Well, it probably did happen. So whatever they said, I'm looking at the opposite.
And I'm sorry, but that scavenger hunt that she had with her little headlight and shit on, it feels, I'm sorry, it feels dark and deceitful in itself.
Yeah. And Lord of the Flies, all her stuff. She's just,
dude,
this girl's
look,
nuts,
man.
man.
Herself that way, and I'm gonna stay focused on it. She didn't seem to want to come forward and answer any questions, and then she blames it. Oh, the family just wants me to know. I don't think. No. I think you don't want anybody talking about it. That's why
very young and
trying so hard to get everybody to shut up about Kiely.
Imagine what her next victim's going to look like. Good Lord. You know what I mean? This is very starting her career, as it were.
Yikes.
This is terrifying. Like, where's the other dead animals buried everywhere? Is there a particular
Yikes, dude.
Put her
hearing some of her childhood friends' stories, like, she don't sound like a nice girl at all. Is there more? Oh, there's more to this? Oh my goodness. Okay, there is more to this. All right, let's do it.
Oh,
yep.
good. Okay.
Let's not let anything go any further. FBI, Barney 5. This would ring alarms on Barney 5.
He's not
wrong. See?
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, this post itself should have been.
And this is where they stopped the search.
Look, and then you got Megan out here saying, "Oh, she's so innocent. She'd never hurt a fly." What? Why is all her childhood friends saying she's so mean? Why is there people that say, "Yeah, she's an asshole in school"? That's crazy.
Because she's definitely an asshole.
I think the only people that like her are the other assholes, to be honest, or the ones that like to party all the time. Because if you look at her group of friends that stay close to her, they're all party hardy.
Yeah.
You know,
keep your enemies
out there doing Molly, out there, you know, doing all this shit underage.
Your enemies closer. Wait, you keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right?
Yikes. Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. How that saying goes?
Yep.
Yeah, it's me. It's me on panel. It's me. Hi.
Yep, that's the Billy. Mm-hmm.
What says that, Billy? It's like, yeah, it's me. What's up?
Remember?
Hear my voice?
They did a stopping August 7th on the search.
Why they quit searching so fast?
This is right after.
Well, that's the thing, and I think that's what people are. It's a misconception there. I think because Lindsay posted that they were done for the first day of the search at Prosser, I think people automatically assume that it was completely done. I don't know. We're going to be looking at some fire cam footage here real soon. Got two different angles. For the people that told me, oh, it only goes to Prosser that night and then turns away and never goes back, y'all lied. It turns out y'all lied. How many times it goes back? Don't worry. We're going to be getting to that over the next course of a couple weeks, but yeah.
There's more cameras than they said and everything.
Yep. And I've looked at enough of it. I can explain all that footer to y'all now. True story.
Is it still the train? Is it still like a wreck? It looks like a wreck.
No, the footer. I can explain why the footer. Looks like
yeah.
I've figured all that out. Yep. All right, we're gonna finish this first up. All right.
After it happened, never mind. They stopped it twice. Good grabs. Good grab, CB. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you, CB.
This needs to get out there.
Thank you, Mark. I'm glad
this needs to be highlighted
because I do have these screenshots of this, but somebody highlighted like everything that stood out, and like it stands out. I don't know if we could see the northern lights. I'll have to check out the sky tonight.
Let's see, where's this from?
Out there is sent to everybody.
Where is this information from? I haven't seen it before.
This is from the Find Kiely.
Okay, I don't remember.
The Instagram. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of it, you could tell it's Instagram, and then I'll scroll back to the beginning of it to where you.
Is this something we didn't find before? Is it something?
No, I have here.
Oh, good.
I
Okay.
have
I just don't remember.
screenshots of it.
Okay.
But see, there it is. Find Kiely Rodni
Okay.
right there.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
you
this
guys.
was
I just don't remember because
this
I'm
fine.
old.
This was posted
There's
on
a
August
motorcycle
7th,
gang outside.
2022
Sorry.
at 3:35 p.m.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay, I just my memory. Okay.
man, Sammy was
That's
real
so
quick to get
weird.
this posted out there.
That's
3:35 the next day.
exactly.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. That's
Mm.
some diabolical shit. She's like, okay, I don't have time to sleep. I don't have time to put my makeup on. I just got to go ahead and like cover up on my shit.
Oh, is that the
That's my goals today.
maybe
Goals.
that is the end of it. Hold on.
Plays like an unsolved mystery. Jesus. That's not good. Unsolved mysteries. I don't
She
mean to
could be
laugh.
dead. What you do determines if she lives.
Yikes.
What the fuck?
Could determine. So it looks like you're the one.
Yeah, and that's
determine everything.
This is what's craziest to me is if you start to piece it together, like, okay, it seems like somebody kept Kiely alive long enough to, I don't know, feed her some peas in the back of a car.
Oh my God, peas.
It would explain why there's a lack of alcohol or drugs in her system.
Yeah.
It would explain why the picture exists of her being put in the water, half submerged.
Because she was already rigged, I guess. The body was already rigged.
Well, you can see the water line at her ear.
Yeah. I can see the water line.
You can see her hair half floating in water, you know?
It seems like it's in rigor already.
It seems like, I don't know, something happened to Kiely between, I'm going to say, August 6th and August 13th, we'll just say. And I think by the 17th, around the 17th to the 19th is when they put her remains. And I'm sorry, that's based upon all information. And then, okay, so
as
like
long
what
as
she's
that's
saying,
her body, then I am completely with you.
It's crazy to me that she is making this post on August 7th, that it's critical that everybody come and show up, even if you weren't involved. Involved in what? That's the biggest problem I have. You know what I mean? And then it's okay to feel scared and protect yourself, but please don't risk her life tonight. What? August 7th. This is way too soon to be putting your fucking little, what are those called? Ransom notes. That's what it feels like. It feels like a ransom. Okay? This isn't a joke, and she could be dead. What you do could determine if she lives. Say what? Let's not let anything go further.
Like what? Like what's going further?
Sammy, what's going on here, girl?
I need to know what these pronouns stand for.
And then it's crazy that Jagger believes that she's alive too. Isn't that crazy?
See, sometimes I still think she's alive.
No, I mean, at this moment, when he was taking them to Reno, the news, Fox 40, at this point, he thought Kiely was alive too. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because they went to Reno.
It seems like Kiely didn't exactly die at this party that night. It sounds like somebody drugged her and tried to, I don't know. I don't know if someone was trying to sell her out. I don't know what the fuck went on. But if you piece everything together, like you can even fit Salisha Singh and Vanessa and all these people into possibly what happened to Kiely, you know?
Yeah.
Like at first I thought, oh, this is so much information. And it's like, no, each person that came forward, including Nick Tow Truck Guy, Tow Van Guy, Battery Service Call. That's what I'm just going to call him. Battery Service Call. Based upon his Venmo, he does he has battery service payments on Venmo that somebody
who from people.
I have screenshots of
from the business he works for. Or
I don't know if I don't know if it's just a side hustle and something that he does, but there are payments of him doing batteries.
Would be a side hustle. Otherwise, they have to declare if it's a company. So that means I'm
just saying. So he definitely was some sort of on the weekend type of operator. You know what I mean?
That might change a lot of perspective though, because then that way, if he's working for, he said he worked for a company, but they're not going to Venmo him payments Because then they can't
Not
declare it.
no,
with
I'm
taxes
gonna
and stuff.
assume that these little side Venmos are just him doing something for a friend. You know what I
Well,
mean?
what? Oh, okay, then why would he say that he worked for a company and they had video and he told his boss
Because
all that?
I believe he worked for a roadside assistance
Okay,
program,
but they just paid him through
like Guardian.
Venmo?
No. I'm saying his Venmo payments were for side hustle jobs, like helping friends out, running somebody a battery, and them being like, "Oh, here's
Okay,
50
and
bucks,"
he
or
worked that anyway. He did both. Okay, I'm
yeah,
so
because
sorry,
if you
Shan. I
notice, like a lot of
misunderstood.
these people have
Okay.
multiple jobs at one time. Because I mean, look at the cost of living. You have to have 3
Yeah, they
jobs
would
if
have
you're not
to.
a fucking
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, Shan, thanks for
real
explaining
estate
that to
agent
me.
or a fucking
That
private
makes sense.
investigator or a fucking nurse or whatever. You know what I mean? Like these people don't have. If you're fresh out of college and you just quit a vet tech job and you're working at a place as a security officer to get
Mhm.
your like PI license or whatever, and then your little weekend side hustle is to go and, you know what I mean, go back and forth between Reno and Truckee to do battery service calls. That's why he's
Mhm.
got soft hands, because he don't really like crank down on me. He's not a mechanic. I
Got
think
soft hands.
he was hired as a battery service person.
Soft hands.
Feel
Yeah,
me?
Nick's kind of pretty. He's got them soft hands.
And then yeah,
Yeah.
when you add him into there, I don't know. We're gonna be going through all this fire cam footage. I want to see what's going on at Prosser during the day and the night, you know, and just kind of get an idea of, you know, what movement's really happening between the 5th and the 21st.
Yeah. All these people are
We'll
good
get there
looking. They gonna
eventually.
play themselves in the Netflix movie?
I have 3 more days to download, and then we're done, and then we can start focusing on
Okay.
cams and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna
That
finish
sounds
Mark's video
good.
real quick. Oh, come on, Mark. Oh, there you go.
Got to go through this again.
He gotta read it
3:55
again. See, he's tripping the fuck out. He can't believe what he just read either. He's gonna reread it,
It's
and he
really
does.
disturbing.
Yeah. Okay, and then here is a video that I can kind of give an answer to. We'll scan through pictures, and I can give you an answer to this one right here. Because I'll just say, based upon what I see in the fire cam, is yes, it did rain. It's very possible that Elsa was partially telling the truth. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna go through the fire cams after we watch this video.
Okay.
It's Chihuahua.
Yay, Ninja! I love Ninja Chihuahua. She's a really nice lady.
Well, I was smart and I downloaded August 4th, 5th, and 6th because I just wanted the 4th to compare. And then I also downloaded the 27th, and then it really put into perspective for me. Like, I'll explain the footer of the fire cam.
So my last video was an account by some
You rock,
people
Shan,
in
by the way.
the area on the night that Kylie went missing. And the interesting thing with that was that they said that it had rained, and they, from reading it, it sounded like it had rained quite a bit.
Yep.
Which goes back.
And based upon what I see, we're gonna go through it. I'll scroll. I don't have it in video format yet, but we can scroll through I can see the raindrops all over the camera, the wetness. You can actually see like the dew setting in the valleys and stuff. Like it definitely rained.
Beautiful.
To the same question that we've been looking at for nearly 2 years now. Did it rain? The accounts have been conflicting from various sources. You've got people such as one of the Jane Does who claimed that it had rained. You've got these campers claiming that it had rained. And then you've got...
Look, and it just makes me wonder, just all of this together makes me wonder if somebody didn't put something in Kylie's drink that night.
Well, I think so, yes.
And I think she was alive for a few days. And I think something happened. I think something happened.
Where did they keep her?
I don't know. I would like to know where they kept her. I don't know if they kept her in the back of her car. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Those empty houses. If I was a housekeeper, I'd have access to those houses. But I'm just saying.
Look, I hate to say it, but there is a reason why Megan has done what she did for at least the first year. And then still every once in a while when you bring up her name, how she gets all crazy about it.
Oh, she gets crazy.
You know what I mean? And it's just for somebody that is
she gets upset.
That has nothing, no skin in the game, no nothing. Like she gets bent out of shape for nothing. I'm sorry, but if something's not true or whatever, I'm the type of person that I'm going to ignore it. You know what I mean? Why would you address a dramatic thingy if it's really not true? That's why, like, look, y'all hear me really address that fucking Judas lady over there that just makes shit. Every live she makes is something new made up.
Oh,
That's
I
why
didn't
I really
even
address her because it's
What'd she say?
she's fucking insane, bro.
She's retarded. She's
Look,
just
that bit, y'all.
stop. She's just retarded.
I guess. Look, I didn't watch it. I'm taking people's word for it. But this bitch
I
thinks
haven't
that I'm
watched
fucking
it.
Charlie Holderman.
Yeah, I will not watch her. I won't even.
Look, I don't have a
dignify
throat
her.
tattoo. You see this? Like, there's no throat tattoo there. I'm all female. I'm not transgender. I can hear through my ears.
She says stuff
So I'm
about
not
you?
deaf. Yeah,
I'm
she
gonna take her out. Where
said
is
that.
she?
I think her last video or whatever,
done
she
with
tried to
that.
say that I am Charlie Holderman now. Not only am I a
What?
Force Ranger and am I related to Phoebe Bell, but I'm also now somehow Charlie Holderman. I just think it's hilarious. This is why I don't address stuff like that, because she's batshit crazy. Fucking
That is
bonkers.
completely unwarranted and
I
completely
don't care.
retarded and stupid.
But
That's just
what
stupid.
makes me just
Some kind of
kind of
mind
like, why,
delusion.
like, I guess she said some really fucking transphobic shit onto. I don't know.
guess
I
she
didn't watch
did.
it. I'm not gonna watch her. I don't advise anybody to watch her if you're looking for anything with any type of fucking depth or truth or conversation or reality or any. I mean, she's a joke. She's a whole circus by herself.
Yeah, I don't like her. I don't find any information pertaining to the case in that area. So,
addressing things or getting bent out of shape over something that's just, it's not truthful. I don't watch her. I don't watch Megan. There's just a lot of channels I can't watch. Anyway, let's get back to this.
I'm not
You've
even
got
here.
people such as one of the Jane Does who claimed that it had rained. You've got these campers claiming that it had rained. And then you've got locals saying, no, it didn't rain.
It didn't rain?
And of course, when you look at weather charts, it appears that.
That's where I think, like.
Did it rain?
I mean, based on what I see in the fire cam, I mean, the bitch is all wet. The ground looks wet.
It does look
wet.
wet.
But it could be in certain areas that it was like spotty rain because, like,
we do have that.
Say, for instance, like if I go into Mount Pleasant, it could be fucking thunderstorming. It could be snowing there. And then when you go into like Greensburg, it's bone dry.
It's fine.
You know what I mean?
It's patchy like that here too.
And this is why I like how she explains this, because if you go further up into the mountains, it's a higher chance that you're going to have shittier weather because you're higher elevation. You're further up into the clouds. And that's why I think it's important to listen to this video before we answer.
Yeah. Of course, when you look at weather charts, it appears that it didn't rain. But can we be certain that it didn't rain?
Oh, I'll drop
Let's
a link.
consider.
Hold on. Let me invite, copy.
Yeah.
Let me drop that. Let me just get the video out of the way.
Things.
First
of all,
GG.
When we're talking about records of weather events and predicting weather and stuff like that, what you've got to remember is that these records come from weather stations that are placed at various locations in the area, while predictions are made using satellite footage.
Look, and I can tell you right now, my radar is almost always wrong. You only know based upon what you're looking at above you sometimes, you know? Because it's peaks and valleys. That's all I live in. I live in the fucking mountains, you know? I live in the Appalachians. It's no different than Tahoe region. It's really not. I think where I'm at elevation, I'm only at like 3,700 feet, 4,000 feet. And then when I go 4 miles out the road, the elevation quickly climbs to 7. That's why it's all uphill. I hate it, but it's okay.
Yeah, we're near mountains.
What's the next town over? Yeah, going up the mountain. When I say I'm going up the mountain, I'm going up the mountain.
Yeah, it's pretty high over there. Mount Pleasant.
And then the further in Somerset you go, like it just gets higher and higher because those are the mountain ranges. It's all the ski slopes. This is why I can relate to weather patterns, water, and all that shit.
And the Poconos over that way, Poconos.
Poconos is about 3 hours away.
Oh, sweet. Sounds pretty.
Jazz, watching your little yogi.
Hi.
Today.
Hi, Jazz.
I almost.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Charlie. What's up?
She's Billy and
Charlie.
I couldn't fucking believe that. I had to come up and say hi.
Can we all just change our name to Charlie? We are all Charlie.
Let me change my name to Charlie. I'll do it for fun.
Me too.
God.
Your name's
No, you
Charlie.
have to say Billy. You say Billy. I'm Charlie.
I'm just so
Charlie.
glad that you and Mark and Ninja and the rest of the squad are like hammering away for justice for Kiely, especially when you got somebody like that tearing up the streets of the internet and justice. My goodness.
Oh, where'd my mouse go? Oh, there it is.
You guys are like the counterbalance to the mayhem.
Yeah, like I can't do all that, the mayhem part of it. I just can't. I can't do it. Like if I'm not gonna focus mostly on Kiely, like I'll go to my other channel and I'll do my normal. You know.
I'm excited for your garden.
Me too, girl. Look, I have a 9-foot by 6-foot entertainment stand. Half of it is full of little saplings that I transplanted from, and then I still have all what I did outside. Like, I think I went a little overboard. I'm not gonna lie. If anybody's close to me and you want some plants, stop by. I'll hook you up.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you sound like a pro with the starts.
But I'm really not. I'm learning as I'm going.
You're doing it the right way, though.
I know I am. I know I am. I learned some stuff from my parents, and I've been like kind of refreshing my memory and learning some new. Look, I've been watching these Chinese and Japanese cultivators, dude. Chinese and Japanese people are so brilliant when it comes to cultivating, man. I'm telling you, the way they can grow shit out of fucking repurposed plastics. I love it. All right, we ain't talking about garbage.
I love those YouTube channels. I want to about organization because I'm fat, white, and lazy. So,
I have plants. They're all out here and everything. Like it's nuts. It's too much. Look, my house is being taken over by vegetables.
My new name, everyone. I crowned myself Billy Charlemagne as your consort, ma'am. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, their altitude is 7,399 in this Tahoe Donner. But then when you look at Prosser's at like 6,800 feet. See the difference in the weather?
Is that it?
Altitude. It changes a lot.
There's that.
I mean, that's it's very mountainous. It's very mountainous in there.
Yeah, it changes quick.
Yeah, like from here up to here. Yeah, that's the elevation right there.
More west.
Anyway, okay, I'm gonna keep going.
To South Tahoe. I had to drive
Say what? Say that again. I'm sorry.
I had to drive across a pass, and it was crazy. I had to go across the pass when I came in from Reno one time to go to South Tahoe for
all uphill.
It was insane. Yeah,
but that all downhill is nice on the way back, you know.
Yeah, uphill was like all snow, and I came down. It was hot. It was crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah, the weather was interesting. It was like, was that March? That was in March. Sometime.
Yeah, it depends the elevation of where you go. It might not have been raining in Truckee, but further up towards Boca, up into.
I love you, baby.
We'll look at the camps in a minute.
Yep.
What has occurred weather-wise? That comes down to weather stations. Now, what you can see in front of you is I've put two pages up side by side. The one on the left shows the locations of the two occurs.
I'm sorry.
So the weather occurs. So in an area like Tahoe, where you've got all those hills, the flow of air around the hills is going to have a significant impact on the rain that occurs. So that you may see rain occurring on one side of a hill and not the other side of the hill. And of course, in areas like that, it's not uncommon to suddenly drive through straight out of a rain cloud and straight into the sunlight.
Yep. That's how it is
So
here.
what I'm saying here is that we're basing our notion that it didn't rain on the night of the party on two things that don't give us accuracy. One is a record from a weather station that wasn't.
That's right. I'm going to do you a solid, Ninja. Don't worry.
At Prosser Reservoir or at Boca Reservoir.
I got eyes on the
and
sky.
Two, from people who were in the area and who may not have necessarily been in an area where rain occurred, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it didn't rain. So I think what we need to take away from this is that we can't disregard accounts that talk about it raining on the evening of the party. I'm starting to think that there were actually areas where it did rain on the evening of the party.
All right, y'all.
I was so glad she did that video. I had wasted so many hours.
That's right.
Trying to figure that out.
We're gonna get the answer right here. Where's it at? Oops, wrong.
By the way, as a PSA reminder, there is no reason to cover up an accident.
and the energy.
There's zero reason to cover up an accident, right, y'all?
I'll show you August 4th from the airport at night. You can see like planes coming in, all kinds of crazy shit. This is an actual video. This is me converting it into video. But if you watch through it, you can't see, like, there's no rain. You can see all the stars in the sky. I skipped through this. Like, let me see if I could play it in, let me speed. Actually, here, there's a speed button right here. Okay, if you see, you can see the stars. See the star here? There's a star here. If you watch them, they'll move. I'll even play it even faster.
And you guys know in some areas
watch
you
the
can
stars.
see the
See the
Aurora
stars?
Borealis right now.
I know. I'm going to go outside after this live and check it out.
Can I see it from here?
I'm going to find out. They say in Ohio and Pennsylvania, you should be able to see it.
I
so
was
lucky.
looking and I thought I could see it, but I'm not sure if it's.
You can see airplanes landing in the airport. You can see here. I'll make it full screen for a minute. You can see all the stars in the sky moving. Well, and I also noticed the pattern. So you see how it gets bright white and then it gets dark again? That is the infrared. I noticed that the light pulses around. Like, there's a lot that I've been noticing on these fire cams. So let me explain, since all these men knew all these answers, but nobody was answering any questions that I had, honestly. So I couldn't figure out, like, I understood the axis was the Alder Hill. The axis was the Tahoe Donner. I understand the elevation. I understand the X, Y, and Z axis. The X and Y are up and down, left and right. The Z is what percent it's zoomed in on. So right now it's normal zoom, okay? So this is where I got confused, and I want to explain it to everybody, and I will redo it as I make videos so people understand this, okay? So what this is here, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger screen. So you get, it doesn't show the bottom. Never mind. So this, where it says CAL FIRE NEU, this person right here. Okay. So this whole thing lets you know when they manned the camera. So C. John, okay, which is a predominant name on these fire cams. C. John punched in on the camera on the 3rd of August, and his time of manning it is 1600 hours 10 after, okay? And he works for the NEU section of CAL FIRE, which I think is Nevada County CAL FIRE. I could be wrong. I'm still learning that part. So just to give people an idea, like, I've noticed the pattern as each person punches in. They look around for a minute, find the spot that they want to watch to see, like, which is predominant, like, for fires or whatever. But they can pan these around. They can change the axes. They can zoom in. They can do all of these things, okay?
Very cool.
So I noticed there's a Garcia, a C. John, and there's 2 other people that man between Alder Hill and Tahoe Donner. And they all work for different branches of like Cal Fire. I don't know if it's Nevada Energy. I'm still looking all of that up. But it explains to you, I don't know if they stay there. I don't know if there's a bed area that they whatever, but I'm noticing that they punch in for at least a few days before somebody else takes over the camera. I'm going to assume that maybe sometimes they leave. I'm not sure. I don't know if they punch in and they stay there and they sleep there and they watch it like security, because you know how like security surveillance, like you'll watch it for a shift and then punch out. That's not what happens here. Like I'm going to write down like every single shift change, and I'm really doing the fire cams a solid. But I can say from looking at all of these pictures that the fire cams are legit. 100% legit. What we're going to see from August 5th to August 21st, I don't know yet. I really don't know what's going to unfold. And then you have your regular, who it was processed through Seismo Labs. This is the 4th, which I'm just letting you guys know. The 4th, there was absolutely none whatsoever. I'm just going to let it play through so you guys can see. And you'll notice the pattern of the RF lights, like pulsating off and on, off and on, off and on, or it's, I don't know if it's spinning or what. There's one point where you can actually watch the moon set on the pole of, I think it's this one right here. You can actually watch the moon set in the distance. I think this is the one.
I can see the cars and everything moving.
Yeah, you can see the cars moving. You can see the planes. Like there's a plane getting ready to take off there. It took off. You can watch things come in and land. Like there's a car going up around the loop here. Like every once in a while, you'll see a plane land or a helicopter come in. Like it's a pretty active area. I'm just going to let this keep playing through. And then we'll move on to the 5th. I just want you guys to get an idea. So this right now, it is pointed at the Tahoe Truckee Airport. This is the airport right here. The town of Truckee would be over here. And then if you stay on the interstate up this direction, it would take you. So Prosser is pretty much kind of behind us. It's really cool how you can see lights hit off the poles and stuff too. Here comes something's coming into land. Haha, that's pretty cool, huh? I'm going to see if there's the part where the moon.
All the stars. I can see all the stars. It's nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like you can watch this. That's how you can tell it's 100% clear because you can see every star in the sky, at least towards the Tahoe Truckee Airport. I would love to take these little flashes out, but I don't want it to affect the time. This is 4 a.m. and it's still crystal clear out.
It's still lots of traffic.
This is 4:30 a.m. I'm going to skip to like 5.
What's with all those big trucks?
Still
4:30
stars. I mean, that's I-80's through there. You got an airport right here. It's hopping. This is a very hopping, moving around place. Wait till you see out in the thickets and shit, man.
Damn. I just didn't realize.
And for people that say these cameras can't zoom in, let me tell you something. I watch people walk through the fucking woods, go on a little fucking hiking adventure. Up close. I can tell you everything this girl's wearing, what she looked like, all that. We ain't gonna play all that tonight. But these cameras can zoom in very, very far.
Well, they'd have to for fires.
Yep.
Sure, you know.
I can't wait to show you some of the fires this dude picks up.
I'm
It's
excited about
this
that.
technology is really cool. Okay, so this is getting ready. The sun is getting ready to rise. So this is 5:16 in the morning. You can see the airport still here. The RF is getting ready to kick over from black and white to color. Like once the RF picks up enough sunlight, it automatically switches over to daytime recording. You'll see. Boom, right there. And then you see this red light here? See this red light? It'll turn off. See it now? You guys seeing what? See? I can explain it. See the red light flash? I think that's the RF sensor because you need red lights for it to pick up between day and nighttime.
Is that like infrared?
Yes, infrared. Yep, absolutely. It's IRRF, but it is infrared, yes. This is the airport right here. And what's going to be really cool is on the days of Prosser. But you see the clouds are starting to move in a little bit on the morning going into the 4th. Okay. So I'm going to skip to the 5th folder, which I have both the Alder and Donner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click, we'll click midday. And if you see, this is 1300 hours. So this is 1 p.m. Look how much cloud. Okay. So this is Prosser right here. You see how low these clouds are in the valley? Plus you have all the cloud coverage up top. Here, I'll just click through them. Give you a little bit of motion. See how the clouds are literally coming up off the trees. It's so cool. It's creating clouds. But as you can see, it's super cloudy. So we'll go to a little bit later. We'll go here. Oh, it's dark already. Hold on. Okay. So this is 1700 hours, the 5th. So this would be the day of the party. This is it. And it definitely looks like it rained, right? Everybody agree with me? It looks like it definitely rained at Prosser. Off and on. I'm going to make a video of this just so that we can all see the movement of the clouds. Because I told you, we're going to play some I Spy. We're going to look at the weather. We're going to see what days match what people claim, what days they claim they were at Prosser. We're going to start putting things together. Since nobody wants to give us straightforward answers, we'll get the answers ourselves. I think these fire cams are going to tell a story. In my opinion. But yeah, it definitely looks like it rained. Because this is what? 1700 hours. Let's go. Let's see. This is what? This is, see, 1800 hours would be 6 p.m., right? Yeah, 1800 would be 6 p.m. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So 6 p.m. Yeah, because you can see. Look how murky the water looks now. Like it looks real wet in here. But yeah, I'm gonna convert these tomorrow into video format, and then I'm gonna go over to the Donner one since that was Alder, just to see what it looks like. Oh my. I would say it rained. See how thick them clouds are? Hold on. Let's what time is this? Holy shit, it clears up a tiny bit here. See how much you can see Prosser from here? This is 12:50. So this is 50 afternoon. It's definitely raining. Okay, so let's match that same time frame. Let's try to get 6 p.m. Yeah, dude, it's raining there. This is 20. This is 20. So this is 20. This is 8 p.m. and it looks very rainy there. Like the water's moving. See how much movement's in the water, how rustled the water looks? 8 p.m. it's raining. Did everybody show up? Did everybody show up at this party and get wet? Is this why not that many people showed up? Because based upon the fire cams, look, your party was small. And y'all are saying everybody shows up to these mugs. But if you look, like I'm going to zoom into this. Look how disturbed this water is because it's raining. See it now? It's raining. It's raining in this picture. That's rainy as hell. Want me to show you a daytime picture? What it's supposed to look like when it's not raining? Let's go to the next day.
Okay.
Here's August 6th. Donner. Look, that's a clear day. No rain. See that? See the difference now?
I can see every leaf. Yep.
See the difference now?
Mm-hmm.
It definitely rained. The day, evening, into the party, it rained. So do with that information what you will. Like I said, tomorrow, off and on, I have a lot of gardening to do, but I will sit tomorrow between downloading the last, I think it's like 3 days is what I have on Donner. But I will sit tomorrow and I will convert this all to a video format. So we have our answers of what the weather was like for the day, Friday, August 5th, 2022. Okay.
Great work.
But that's all I'm doing tonight, y'all. I am exhausted. I am been doing nothing but gardening, and that's what I'm going to continue doing in the morning. But like I said, I'm going to continue trying to do them every Friday, at least. I will continue doing update videos here and there. But as I put these together, expect a video drop sometime this weekend.
Hey, how are your hips
probably
doing,
Sunday.
Shan?
Huh?
How are your hips doing with the gardening?
Look, my hips and my hands, they want to go run out in traffic. They hurt. They hurt. Yeah. They hurt. Yeah, a little bit. Like my lower back, my hips feel so dislocated. I could cry. But then when I sit down is when it really hurts. That's why I'm limiting how much I'm sitting.
Yeah.
But I'll go live tomorrow. I'll definitely go live tomorrow because it's supposed to be sunnier than what it's been. It's been nothing but rain the past 2 days. Cold rain. I know you feel me.
I hope that you feel good when you wake up in the morning. Sometimes it really hits you
I love
overnight.
watching your little yoga thingies. I need to start doing them with you.
Man, the restorative class that I've been doing, that I've been trying to videotape myself doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it just feels so good. It's the best way to describe it is it's like taking a nap because it's really low key, but it like completely energizes.
Like taking a nap. That's what's up.
Well, because you're on the floor the whole time. You're like laying down and you're sitting down, and but it so energizes you, and it also it's like you can feel it. Like,
maybe I have to try that instead of coffee naps. You ever take one of them? Them are fun.
What is it?
It's called a coffee nap. That's what I call them.
Coffee.
Yeah, you chug a whole bunch of coffee. Like you chug a cup of coffee and then you lay down. And you lay down like you're going to take a cat nap. And I can get a pretty deep sleep in 20 minutes. And then boom, the coffee rush hits you. And you like zippity doo dah. I love it.
I like the way that sounds.
My coffee nap.
I like it. That sounds cool.
Yeah, just as you're like really falling asleep, like the coffee caffeine kicks in. And it's like a really, really cool power nap, cat nap, whatever you want to call it.
Man, my video got so messed up today. I'm gonna keep trying to do it.
I thought I was tripping out. Like at first I was like, is she listening to herself? And like something was going on with your
Oh,
I noticed that today.
It's just weird, like the lighting. I think it gets really glitchy when the lighting's so dim.
Yeah, it gets fuzzy. I noticed it.
And then the dog came scratching at the door, and
they're really, really good videos. I hope you keep doing those.
Well, I'm gonna keep doing it because I need to just to like polish the class, basically. So you know, it's like it's too hard to try to do the yoga homework and all of the true crime videos that I like to do. So I'll be done with this.
I know there's so many cases that I could start covering, but I just strictly want to stay focused on Kiely here for a little while I do my garden, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
No, you're doing great.
It's way more than a garden, but
you're doing so great with Kiely, and man, she deserves it. She definitely deserves it.
Well, and that's the thing is like I don't want to be one of those people that just put out videos just to put them out.
Right.
I can literally go back to my lives and cut them all up and put them out so that people understand why I'm where I'm at. I do try to like go back to the beginning so that people that aren't familiar with Kiely's case can really look into them. Like the girl across the hall has been really interested in, like, she's been like really interested. She wants to start listening to Sammy Smith interviews. And then I just kind of want to sit back and watch her react and see with a whole fresh set of eyes. I don't know. I'm going to talk to her and see if maybe she wants to start doing lives with me, you know,
Oh,
asking
cool.
questions,
Man,
stating opinion, whatever.
I was tripping out when I first turned on your live. I thought I was turning on a Mr. Mark Investigates chat live. And I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, how is he in the middle of the screen? And Shan, is she on his panel? What's going on?
That's funny. So
it was hilarious. It was really
no, but
funny.
there's just so many people that are still putting out really good content, and it's not just to make things up or whatever. Like, it's really solid content that keeps raising questions. They're getting us answers. And then there's people that just do nonsense to do nonsense just to get clicks and views. And I don't want to be one of those people if I don't have something solid, like Mark, how Mark does his. If I don't have something solid to bring to the table, like, I'm not going to just do lives just to do them, you know?
No, I mean,
I've tried to get as much information as I can out there. There's just certain things that don't need to be on YouTube, you know? Those need to be for agents, for detectives, for people that are actually investigating it. You know what I mean? And it's not going to help being on YouTube.
I just can't imagine, you know, being motivated by clicks and money, and like what a waste of time that is in a sense. I mean, of course, people have to make a living. But you know what I mean? There's so much trash on YouTube. It's ridiculous.
And that's the thing is, like, I can make video after video every day. Like, I could sit outside and talk about world events all day long while I'm gardening. It's just, I'm content with what I'm doing right now. I'm staying focused with my family, with my health, staying active, not getting any more sunburn, because that shit was gnarly them first. Dude,
yeah.
Sunburn on sunburn.
Ouch.
But no, I want to use this channel. I want to keep talking about Kiely. We really need to focus on some Trinity Backus. It's just, I don't know why nobody doesn't talk about her either. It's just, it's sad. It's sad that there's so many cases. However, I understand people's want for new information, you know, moving on to cases. Like, there are cases that need to be talked about. There's new things happening every day that people need to be talked about. It's just, when it comes to Kiely, I'm not going to be one of those people that would ever stop talking about her.
Yeah.
I don't believe there is look, the autopsy itself proves that Kiely Rodni did not drown. She did not.
Exactly. Well, and just the nonsense that these officials, you know, that they spew, it makes no sense. But because they're officials, people go, "Oh, okay."
No, and that's the thing is, I've never been the type of person to get down and kiss anybody's fucking boots and lick anybody's boots. I'm not just going to take somebody's word for it just because they're authority. You know,
you can't. Unfortunately, you can't.
That is why police get audited by citizens, because they're supposed to be working for the people. And when you see people not working for the victims, people not working for the people, that's when you need to call it out and keep exposing it. Expose the numerous cases. There's so many cases around this one region that all have the same corrupt fucking patterns. And it's sickening. It's sickening to me that they continue. I mean, it just seems like they're being real careful of what's getting out in the news and what's going on, you know, making sure no deaths happen, no unnecessary deaths happen. It's crazy.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Wendy, I think the reason why they got rid of her body so fast is to get rid of any possible evidence that somebody killed her. Make it go away, sweep it under the rug as fast as possible so life can go on for these and that's, I can't even call them kids. Like, y'all were older than her. Old enough to know better. And not one of you came forward and told the truth. But there's so many town whispers that I can't avoid those either, you know?
Yeah,
A lot of these
it's
locals know
just
something that
unthinkable.
something's up here. You know, a lot of these locals know that somebody put her in that water.
Absolutely. I bet you a lot
And
of
look,
them know.
it all goes back to the same one person. The same person you let filter tips, the same person that say she's taking names to jail, the same one person. She knows all the answers. She knows what happened to Kiely. She
Well,
said
like,
so herself.
why would she say I'll take
She
all
said
your
so
names
herself.
to jail? Yeah, I mean,
She's the last person that knows what was happening. She said it.
she told on herself so many times, and then people just let it slide.
Yeah,
It's
you got to keep
nuts.
that murder. You got to keep that murder count low so that the real estate doesn't suffer. Ain't that right, Truckee?
That's
It's the
exactly
Truckee
how
way.
it works.
Truckee way.
Exactly. There's
All right, y'all.
no
I'm hopping off here.
there's no crime in Truckee.
It's a crime and shame. It really is.
Well, thanks for having me up. It's lovely to see everybody.
You doing anything this weekend on a live, or you wait until Monday? What you doing?
I'll probably have to wait until Monday.
Okay.
My heart is there. I almost went live tonight with just, that's why I texted you, because I was like, I really need
I like I said, I will definitely, if I can't do it a Friday, then I will do it a day earlier or 2 days earlier or whatever, but I will make sure that I continue doing at least one live a week, strictly for Kiely, or for the most part Kiely. And then like Phoenix is home this weekend. Phoenix was super sick. He came home puking on Wednesday. It was not a good time. I kept him home Thursday, and then today he was feeling better, but I still, like, he was sick, yucky feeling this morning, and then by the end of the day he was feeling good, but he stayed home for his mom. So I have him this weekend. He's going to help me do a lot of stuff around the yard and stuff tomorrow. So let me get me a good night's sleep. I'm going to spend some time with my son this weekend.
There's that one yoga move called Lord of the Fish. And
was that the one you were doing today?
Yeah,
you did a butterfly one too.
Yeah, so if you Google Lord of the Fish, it's an awesome stretch. But every time I do it on camera, I'm like, this one's for you, Kiely, Lord of the Flies.
It's terrible what how that town just.
Oh,
I can't even say that town. It's just the people that have no fucking conscious. The people that have it's
so bizarre. It's so.
That's
bizarre.
why I can't stop talking about it. And then just talking to locals and them opening my eyes to so much more. You know what I mean? Like I'm so thankful that they have a place that they can talk to people about the corrupt shit going on in their area, you know?
Yeah.
I should be having some pictures coming here within the next month as well. So
it should have never happened.
No, it shouldn't happen. It could have been prevented. And then reading what happened within the first 24 hours, like, y'all could have done so much, but you chose to protect and uphold the one you should have been investigating. And that's what it disgusts me. It disgusts me that they allowed it to go down the way that it did. They chose that.
Now, Prosser is a county park?
Say what?
Prosser campground?
No, that region is technically federal, and I think that's why they got involved like they did.
Right.
Because it's technically, most of it's in Nevada County. Like, there's a little, I want to say, like, the Prosser Estates are what's in Placer. Or I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Or the way the county lines confuse the shit out of me. But if I'm not mistaken, that's why the Fed would have originally got involved, like FBI, is because it's federal property.
Right.
And then when they threw that whole fucking abducted thingy out there, I think that's why Department of Homeland Security and all of them got involved, because it was possibly in Mexico across the country by now, you know?
Can I just say one thing in closing?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do I make a sentence out of this idea? For all those effing agents, federal agents, to say that they're standing 50 feet away, 50 feet away from where she was, if in 14 feet deep of crystal clear water, Like that's the kind of crap that I'm saying. Like officials say these asinine things, and people just go, "Oh, okay."
But you have to understand, if you have friends in the right places, you can call in specific agents to make sure it goes away. You know?
Oh yeah.
And that's why I say that the tangle web that they weave is definitely rooted. You know?
But for them to try to explain away these things that they can't explain away, and
Well,
then they've got
but
these
the Fed
flimsy
never came
stories.
forward. Like nothing federally, none of them came forward and said anything, because I firmly believe that parts of it, is still being investigated.
I hope so, man. I
feel like they're trying to take something much bigger down with it. I think it all
sure
goes
as
together.
heck hope so. I'm not so comforted.
Aaron,
by
I don't understand why they did a lot of the things. Like, if they want people to believe it's an accident, they should have treated it as such. You know, they did nothing to show us that it was an accident. Nothing other than these people out here threatening us if we don't believe it's an accident. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And how long does it take for the California Highway Patrol to write a report again?
Dude, it said 3 weeks, but here we are. It's gonna be 3 years now.
Yeah, I mean, like what the F is up with that?
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they need a few more months. I think it's because they can't sell an accident from it, is why. I think they see exactly what happened. I don't think her black box stopped communicating on the 6th. And all they have to do is release the report, and I'll be here when they do, you know?
Yeah, you will.
Mm-hmm. I bet you Plunder and Cece will be the first in place, though, you know, to get that information. They're quick. They're good.
Oh, yeah.
They're good at what they do, and I have mad respect for them.
Yeah.
But on that note, I'm hopping off here, y'all. I will go
right.
live tomorrow, likely with either a gaming or an outside one, either which way. I'll be live on SoFire tomorrow. I might do a random live on this channel sometime this week, depending on how many videos I get put together. With that said, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the continued support. Justice for Kiely Rodni.
Sending you love and light.
Thanks, babe. Thank you for being here.
Good night.
Good night.